Hello, peeps. It's your girl Ozie Ejiofor. You see this life, eh? We keep saying, do not push people so much to the wall that they need to either turn back to fight you or break the wall and revolt. That's exactly what's happening in River State. You see, when we're separation of power, where the power didn't lie in the center alone, I think the Nigerian state was better off. Ever since power began to lie in the center, where before each of the states does anything, they need to consult the federal government, everything turned around. Everything went sour. The crisis in River State, the lamb have been so pushed to the wall that the lamb have gradually turned into a tiger, into a wolf. The lamb is no longer scared of what anybody can do anymore. The lamb needs to revolt and let you know that the resources of Nigeria comes from the state of that lamb. And I don't understand how the federal government thinks that stopping the allocation of River State was a better way of dealing with Fubara. I think they didn't think well. A state that is feeding the country, you suddenly took a decision to stop their allocation. I don't think they were advised properly. Now it's no longer about Wike. It is now about piercing the eyes of the entire populace of River State. That's what it shows. It's no longer about Fubara now. They are gradually trying to go and wake up the sleeping dog that has been sleeping for so a long time. The guys who are in the creek are going to wake up now and tell you and remind Nigeria as a country that everything that Nigeria prides in comes from River State. And that's exactly what's about to happen. You stop the allocation with penchant thoughts. You didn't think well. And now that lamb have stopped the flow of oil to the Nigerian government and all that milks from that state, so that we will do well and face other things while they take their rich resources and control their state for themselves. The lamb have gradually turned into a wolf, a tiger. Nke a bụrụzi okwu Wike, nke a bụrụzi okwu Nigeria, nke a bụzi okwu a state taking drastic decision to regain freedom, to regain what is rightfully theirs. The earlier the Nigerian state knows it, the better for all of us. We truly cannot eat our cake and have it. Governor Wike have left the fight between him and Fubara and begin to deal with people of River State. He's gradually trying to deal with people of River State, forgetting that there are civil servants in River State who are federal government workers. Stopping that allocation means Fubara only paying the state workers, and then the federal government workers will not be paid. Those are human beings as well. They have blood, flesh, water running in their veins. That's what it is. That's what it is. Now, I would need to remind people, do not push a lamb so much so that the lamb will begin to think otherwise and then revolt to turn either into a wolf or a tiger, because now dog chop dog. Now in the try happen for River State. And in no time it will begin. And these people that are playing this drum that is making these sleeping dogs that are lying down quietly and calmly should get prepared when those sleeping dogs wake up and begin to commit mayhem in River State because of some stupid, foolish, thoughtless idiots that are trying to cripple their own state, thinking that they want to wicked one person. When those guys in the creek return to the creek, Mbaha, in the River State, will see what they've done to themselves because of selfishness. When the federal government invades River State in trying to fight with the boys in the creek, when there is bloodshed, that time Governor Wike will now know what he has caused for his people. Obolo idezicha ihe ijirikwa aka mebie ihe ideziri, because that's what it's going to be. You finish repairing a place, you will use your hand again and scatter the place. When the Izo boys go back to that creek, we will all see Lazarus in Nkuchu. Yes, that's what it is. Now, NNPC shut down. Slumbija. Everything that is oil producing in River State have been shut down because the federal government are thinking from their anus and thinking that stopping rivers allocation is the way forward. I pity for all of us. Ndu mazi ateto ula again.
Good morning.
We follow Boko Haram kana muolo. Then they learn.
Good morning.
Hey.
It's just
Umazi ateto ula again. We will all know that then they learn. Anyway, we know how it used to be in the 1990s, 1990 to 2000. We know what it used to be in River State. We know Nando Chada Bata River State. Nanya. Wike Jiakia. Mebu Mazia Hadaji. Chokwi Jiakia. Senator Mazia Kafabido. When they begin, it is not Fubara alone that will suffer it. It is not Wike alone that will suffer it. It is also not River State alone that will suffer it. It is the Nigerian government that will suffer it. Wow. Everybody because of political jamboree and jingoism, of selfishness. The lamb, the word for this morning is, do not push lambs to begin to turn into wolves and lions and tigers and hyenas. Do not. When you do, they will either head to the wall, turn back, jog, or they will head to the wall and break the wall we face in grand style. Share this message so that everybody from Nigeria will hear it. People from River State will hear it. Supporters of Wike, they should hear it. Supporters of Fubara, they should hear it. The owners of rivers, they would hear it. Nigerian government need to hear it. President Tinubu also needs to hear it. This is the only truth that will come. Let this state be. If you will not agree, scatter your state, scatter the country. We dey here. Now we dey here. We go die here. Ebo solo onye nọrọ, oye erusia. Kate kwụsị allocation of obodo na-enye country nni. And you're thinking it's the way forward. Justice, judiciary system. I don't understand. I don't understand what they are thinking. Ngwa, rivers have shut down the oil producing companies for the meantime. Karata ya 1 week, kafi ihe ọ ya eyi. Nwanne na-ego ego, nwanne nwere oil well, no more production, kafi ife River State ga-eyi. Ebe ha chọrọ iji politics wee mebie obodo fa maridebe. Okay, ka agbazie nkịtị na udo dị. Afa m bụ Ozie Ejiofor. Share for me this message. It ought to spread. This is the kind of message that needs to spread. I lost my voice, boy, but I think people would hear me well. Please, let's spread it. It's very important. People, don't push people so much that a lamb needs to turn into a wolf, a tiger, or whatever that is terrible. Ekenemon.